Right, so we've been trawling through Nerdbase again, and we just happened to find another person who is in our favourite space opera. My friend, can you introduce yourself to our listeners, please?
Yeah, my name is Chris Bunn. I was the original Stormtrooper in Star Wars A New Hope. The reason I call myself the original one is because I was the first one on set.
Oh, so the first one to ever set foot on that Star Wars set?
First one to ever set foot on a Star Wars set at Elstree Studios, yes.
Wow.
That's amazing. To be part of that legacy is amazing. At the time, though, because we look at it, especially we grew up in the 90s, we look back at Star Wars, it's a given that it's huge. We've grown up with this. It's this cultural, huge... At the time, did you think this is it's a bit weird, isn't it? What did you think at the time?
At the time, we was watching it, and we was part of it. We couldn't see any storyline going on or anything like that. To us, it was just cowboys and Indians in spacesuits.
Yeah.
That's what it was. And we was just turning up in the morning. We used to get paid cash down at the end of the day. And that was it. And so we had no idea whatsoever how big it was going to be.
Of course.
None whatsoever.
And what are your thoughts on... Obviously, it's progressed now through we had The Empire Strikes Back, Return of the Jedi. Then we had a little break and we had the films in the 90s, and now we've got the new films. What do you think of the trajectory of the franchise, which, you were one of the first to appear in?
The three in the 90s, apparently, almost everybody I spoke to agrees with me, were rubbish. It was all CGI.
Yep. Well, it's of course
whereas
where
when they came back, when they done The Force Awakens and the ones after that, they stuck to the original format that George Lucas used in the 70s.
And that's it. Yeah. And as an actor on set, you're going to say it's much easier to work with and to be in that environment rather than trying to work with a screen.
Well, yeah, I mean, I've done a lot of green screen stuff.
Since then,
with James Bond and stuff like that, but the ones in the 90s were all CGI and green screen and stuff like that. Yeah, but so you see a picture of in the original trilogy, where you might see 100 stormtroopers lined up,
and there was 100 there.
There was 100 people there.
Unbelievable, unbelievable. And like you said, they've kind of tried to go back to that now, haven't they? Because they've realised that. I think that was maybe a little bit missing. I think was it in the prequels?
Yeah,
they were all
you need that tangibility.
The troopers were.
The ones in the 90s,
the clones,
they actually got slated by all the critics. Everybody who wanted to see it. No, but not a lot of people really did like them. And I feel sorry for the actual actors who actually worked on them.
Yeah.
Like, the immigrant.
It's funny because we grew up with those ones, and I think we see it through rose-tinted glasses a little bit. But it's great to see. I don't know, just the Star Wars family expanding, and like you said, going back to those practical sets. I think people have already forgotten because they look so good, especially the modern ones. I think people forget how much craftsmanship goes into it.
And that's the reason why George Lucas shot over here, because we got the best technicians in the world.
Yeah, we still do. So when back in 1977, did he have a chance to see or even nod to George? 76 when it was filmed in Elstree.
Yeah, and then released in 77.
It's released in 78 in England, wasn't it?
Yeah, made in 76, released in 77.
That's right. Did you get a chance to speak to George at all on set, or was he just
not
doing
really?
his thing?
Because it's a lot of stuff I'd done. Because I'd done a lot of stunt work.
Oh, nice.
Cool.
And it was all action, and the action scenes were actually shot by a second unit.
Yeah, of course.
So I was directed by the second unit director.
Yeah?
Yeah, I was. I don't feel.
I
don't remember ever getting directed by George Lucas himself.
No.
I see her about on the set.
Of course, yeah. But he wasn't the George Lucas.
When he walked on in the morning, George always had time to say good morning to you and stuff. He'd come across as a gentleman.
Of course, yeah.
And he always had time to say good morning.
Nice.
Well, yeah.
Amazing. Chris, thank you so much.
Honestly, mate.
For your time. You're going to be watching the England game later?
Of course, yeah.
Is it coming home?
No, I don't think it will.
What a lad. Good lad.
I think they'll win tonight, but I don't think they'll get past the semis.
No.
Wow, there we go. You heard it here first.
Heard it here first. Don't get me wrong, I hope I'm wrong.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
But I'm a practical person. So.
The original Stormtrooper.
Chris, thank you for your time. We know you're busy, so thank you for
Cheers, thank you, mate, honestly.
My pleasure.
Thank you.